The Doom Patrol, right? This is an offering from DC Universe. Let me bring this a little smaller.
My name's Dr. Niels Calder.
It is,
Please move your head.
I want to just say, just off the rip, it is very entertaining. I'm going to just say that off the rip, right? It is definitely more entertaining than what we saw
Than Wonder Woman
with WW84. Whose idea was, just speaking on Wonder Woman 1984, whose idea was it to give it the World War II treatment with the acronym WW84? What if we had 84 World Wars?
You said there'd be no more
World
nightmares
War
of the past.
84. But I'm just saying, like, it's just a play to go into your, it's the zeitgeist. I mean, that's what it is. Who came up with the idea? But go back and watch our pop-up show where we gave the review on that. But I will say that this is more entertaining than that. But we have seen this concept before. We've seen this concept with another DC offering called the Suicide Squad. We've seen this with another DC offering called the Justice League.
Okay.
We saw this with a Marvel offering called the Fantastic Four. And most recently we saw this with The Boys, which is a Amazon Prime original, which deals with a group of married men and women who go to fight the superheroes who, because of their powers, have gone corrupt, right? How does this measure up to those various different titles that we said? It measures up very well, right? It measures up very well, but there is a twist in it, which we're going to get to in 1 second. Let's go through the cast.
This is the cast starring Brandon Fraser.
The return of Brandon Fraser. You know, we hadn't seen Brandon Fraser since Watch Out for That Tree, Georgia Jungle. What happened? But he's back. Go ahead.
Diana Guerrero, April Bolby, Matt Bomber, Devon Wade, Timothy Dalton, Alan Tydock, Riley Shannon, Matthew Zook. What's the youth cast? Philip Morris, Mark Shepard, Julie McNevin, Devin Long, Kyle Russell Clemens, and Alami Bauer.
Jordan Wade plays
Cyborg.
He plays Cyborg, the young teenage Cyborg, better than the actor in the Justice League when Superman comes back to life, whatever. But anyway, it's supposed to be another version on HBO Max. We're gonna go watch that. The original director's original cut. We're gonna go watch that. But he acts better as Cyborg than the guy who played the adult Cyborg.
What I was thinking is, I believe that he plays Cyborg, although he's a teenager. He plays him with dignity, and he's the smartest guy in the room.
Yes.
I don't know what to hope for.
That's right.
That's what I
He
take
plays
from
him with dignity,
Yeah.
and he is amongst
He's
which
the thinker. He's definitely the thinker.
right, which gets us to the twist of this. What sets this apart from Suicide Squad, or the Boys, or the Justice League, or the Fantastic Four is these are potential superheroes who are learning their craft due to an unforeseen situation that they brought about, right? And they're learning their craft of being superheroes because of this unforeseen situation that they brought into existence. So besides that twist, it stands up pretty well to the other offerings that we mentioned, right? It is entertaining.
Yeah.
It is on its second season. you can binge watch now.
Right. Third season.
Well, the second season
Yeah,
ended,
it's the
but the
second
third
season is
season is
up
gonna
now.
come.
Right.
So it's got 2 seasons.
Right.
And so you can watch those 2 seasons and get ready for the third, and then
Right.
The Boys is coming with a third, and we're looking for Suicide Squad with not minus Will Smith,
Right.
but with Will Smith Deadshot, right?
Right.
They thought that they would make it without it and bring in Idris Elba, but Idris Elba is cool. But Idris Elba, in my opinion, he's cool, but he's not Will Smith. He's not box office Will Smith. Would you agree with that?
100%.
So what do you think about Doom, the Doom Patrol?
I love you too, honey.
It's entertaining. There's humor. I would definitely give it a 7.
Oh, you would give it a 7?
7 is good.
Wow. It's
Seven
got
is
to be
good.
something. It's got to be something.
You
that
know why?
did
Because
not.
I give The Boys. We reviewed them a few
Right.
times, and I gave them a 10. So I like The Boys. I like that show, right?
Right.
On Amazon
Is it
Prime.
because they have to learn their craft? Is that what it is? Which is giving it kind of a doldrum to you?
They adore him.
Put his name on the marquee.
It's just
Because it's like kind of behind the scenes of how the superhero becomes a superhero, and you see facets of how great
and is it
they will
maybe
be.
is it the period too? Because the actress, right? Isn't she a from back in the day? And they go back and forth. It's like a period
Oh yeah,
piece
they go back and
type
show you
genre.
the flashback.
Yeah, right.
And at the time,
Right.
when her affliction happens to her, she is a stone cold bigot. There was a American black or a black man that was a rat puller. A rat puller is someone who mans the camera that turns the scene from shallow depth in the rear to middle to front, or you'll see 2 people sitting together, and when the person is talking, it's in their consciousness, so you'll see them go in focus and the other person go out of focus. It's called shallow depth or depth of field. Then it reverses as each person speaks. You'll see the person go into shallow depth and the other person go into focus because it's in their consciousness. That's called a rat puller. And the black man was a rat puller, and before what happens to her, he said, I need him replaced because he's just
Are we really the best people to hunt?
he's just causing me distraction. I was like, wow, like really? Right, and then later you find out one of her biggest fans later is a black woman who works in a diner,
Right.
who is a waitress in a diner, whose father hooked her onto her film.
Right.
And it just goes to show you, these people are bigots, and they don't even. So, if that's why it's good to watch programs like this, because it lets you know what they think about you, and it's very important.
But you can see too how, as the episodes move forward, how she's
Has arc.
she has arc and she's evolved as far as her views on.
While she devolved, so to speak.
So so I mean, I give it a 7. 7 is a good number. It's a really good show.
Okay, so let's break this down. So cinematography is a 10.
Okay.
The CGI is a 10.
Definitely.
The use, I'm going to separate because the movement of the camera, besides cinematography, which is color and all that, and movement, but I'm going to separate that part because the movement is extremely good. So I have to separate that apart. The storyline, the through line is a 10. Right? Did I say movement is a 10?
They are quite doomed.
The character arcing as each episode goes along, and you focus on an individual character and bring them into who they are, right? That's a 10. The group or group component of all of them together, all of this happening together, and they're working together to learn their powers, that's a 10.
Yeah.
the use of period piece, of going back and
There's
showing
a lot
you
of that.
before
Right.
and coming forward to modern day.
Right.
That's a 10. Using using a cockroach as a narrator. Now you will see this scene. There's a main narrator, but then there's a secondary narrator that comes up a couple of times, and it has to do with the end of the world. So you need to watch that. I mean, it is hilarious. The use of comedy, drama, action, that's a 10. And so that's why, you know, I give it a 10 because of those elements. And I don't find doldrum in that because discovering how each superhero comes about through the flashback into how they develop and into who they're going to be as the Doom Patrol. It's a well put together piece. It's very entertaining and it will take you away from what is happening now with this virus that we find ourselves in.